has access to a passport? Less than half of Americans. Who has access to a birth certificate? What would this mean for the American voters?
Hi, Amy. Thank you for having me back on to discuss this. So the Save America Act could disenfranchise tens of millions of Americans who don't have access to the documents needed to register and vote under this bill. The centerpiece of it is a show your papers requirement requiring a passport or a birth certificate to register to vote. That could disenfranchise tens of millions of people. Only half of Americans have a passport, for example. 21 million Americans don't have access to their citizenship documents. That probably understates the number of people that could be disenfranchised because there's 69 million married women who have a different last name than the name on their birth certificate. It also requires you to show your documentation in person at an elections office, which means that people in rural areas could drive up to 8 hours to register to vote. It could effectively end mail registration, online registration, voter registration drives. So there's a reason why voting rights advocates believe this is the worst voter suppression bill ever seriously considered by Congress. And it's just crazy with everything that's going on in the world, the U.S. invasion of Iran, rising gas prices, the economy in shambles, that instead Republicans are singularly focused on making it harder to vote and pursuing this MAGA fever dream.
Isn't this not so surprising as President Trump goes down in popularity? He wants to limit the number of people who could vote against him. I mean, talk about especially African Americans and poor people in the South when it comes to having access to a birth certificate.
That's true. I mean, Trump and Republicans are singularly focused on making it harder to vote. It is the overarching goal of the Republican Party now to make it harder to vote.